All right. Elephant in the room. 2 elephants in the room. One, the channel is called Henry in the Chair, and there is no chair. It didn't fit in this sort of space, and the fridge is too big. And 2, speaking of the fridge, second elephant, there is a perfectly good whiteboard behind me, and yet I'm gonna draw on the fridge. Why? Well, angles, blocking, cinema. It is summer. You know what that means? Casual football kits. But you can't just wear any casual football kit. There are rules, laws even. Now, I should say that I didn't come up with these rules. I haven't invented them. I'm not out here enforcing my will upon other people. These are laws of the universe. This is like gravity. I'm like Isaac Newton out here, just discovering these things. If someone violates one of these rules, you will know it. In the back of your mind, you'll think, yuck. But you might not know why until now. Before I give you law 1, I should just clarify what I mean by casual. It means any use that isn't sporting. If you are going Power League to play some five-a-side, you can wear whatever football kits you have. That is totally fine. This is for all other circumstances. You may not wear the kit of a team from the same country as the team you support unless they are 2 leagues lower, at least. This is to avoid wearing the kits of your competition and your potential competition. I am a Tottenham fan, lol. This rule means I cannot wear a Liverpool kit, a Newcastle kit, a Manchester United kit, though it would be funny to get one of those with like Luke Shaw on the back. That feels like it should go without saying, doesn't it? But I also can't wear a Stoke kit, for example. They're in the Championship. Next season, if they do really well, they'll be in the same league as Tottenham. Potential competition becomes direct competition. This is fluid though. Plymouth Argyle, for example. I currently can't wear a Plymouth Argyle kit because they were in the Championship last season and the new season hasn't started yet. However, they got relegated. So, come September, I will be able to wear a Plymouth Argyle kit if I wanted to. Rule 2. You may not wear the kit of a team from the same city as your team unless they are 4 leagues lower, at least. This may be a sort of London-centric rule, as London is quite an outlier with the number of teams it has. But, as a non-London example, if you are a Manchester United fan, you cannot wear a Salford City kit. You cannot be showing solidarity or support for a different team from your city. This is somewhat of an extension of the previous rule, but because territory and turf is such an important thing, the parameters are expanded. Using myself as an example, as a Spurs fan, the previous rule covered London teams in the Premier League, so obviously I can't wear a Chelsea kit or an Arsenal kit. The previous rule covered Championship London teams, so Millwall, QPR, but because of this rule, I can't wear a Charlton kit, who are in League One. And as an example of the fluidity of this, Barnet were in the conference. That was more than 4 leagues below where Tottenham are. So last season, right now, I could be wearing a Barnet kit if I really wanted to. However, come September, because they got promoted to League 2, I can no longer wear a Barnet kit. Again, this is quite a London-centric rule, but it does apply just in case. Rule 3. You may not wear the kit of your team unless it is 20 years old or older. This is the retro rule. Anything 20 years old or older is retro, so it is allowed. However, anything within that time frame, 19 years old, 18 years old, is not retro, and you will end up looking like you're on a primary school non-uniform day. This is the Tottenham Hotspur 15-16 third kit. I cannot wear this casually because it is not retro. However, at the moment, I actually can wear this because of one of the 3 exceptions to this rule. 1 and 2 kind of go together. You can wear any version of your team's kit if you are going to watch a game, like in the stadium, or going to a pub to watch the game. That's totally fine. And a new rule that I just discovered quite recently is you are allowed to wear your team's kit if they have just won a trophy. Spurs somehow won the Europa League this season. So I am now allowed to wear this kit until the next season starts, at which point I will not be able to wear it. Time will eventually pass. This is what, 15, 16? So in 10 years' time, I will be able to wear this because it will have become retro. Rule 4, or Law 4. Have we been calling these rules or laws? I can't remember. You may not wear the kits of Real Madrid, Barcelona, PSG, Bayern Munich, Juventus, Liverpool, or Man City unless they are 20 years old or older. And of course, if they don't violate the previous rules. These teams are huge, and if you are wearing one of their kits, it has to be a retro version, or you'll end up looking like some kind of glory hunting lamprey. So, for example, using me, I can't ever wear the kits of Liverpool or Man City because that violates the first law. So I could theoretically wear a Real Madrid kit from 2003 if I wanted to. 2005 would be okay, 2006 won't be okay because then that's not retro anymore. I think I might actually use that in the thumbnail, like one Real Madrid kit here and one Real Madrid kit here, like 2005, 2006. They look basically identical, but one's fine and one isn't fine. Juventus is maybe the only one that's up for debate because Juventus are pretty cool, but they did have Ronaldo, who, spoiler, his name may or may not be coming up shortly. You may not wear the kits of Inter Miami or Al Nassr while Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo are at those respective clubs. Once they leave those clubs, it's free game. You are allowed to wear those kits, though not if they have those players' names on the back. And if you do that, if you're a diehard Al Nassr fan, fair play to you. There must be like 3 of you. This one kind of goes without saying, really. You may not wear a viable kit of a team involved in one of the following derbies: United versus City, Spurs Arsenal, Celtic Rangers, Inter Milan, Barca Real. And then wear the kit of the other team within a calendar year of wearing the kit of the first team. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. This one is for personal safety. This extends to all derbies you are aware of and that aren't comfortable with wearing both sides of. Essentially, obviously, I can't touch Arsenal, Man City, or Man United because of the other rules. I can't touch Barca and Real unless they're 20 years old or older because of the other rules. But Inter and Milan, I could wear an AC Milan kit tomorrow if I wanted to, go into the pub. I don't own one, but I could. The thing is, I couldn't then, next week, wear an Inter kit. I would look like a wombat. Same thing, Celtic Rangers. God has skin in this game. This is an important derby. Don't you get in trouble. Now, these are sort of just the general ones. There are other ones, as I said, the ones that you are aware of. Like, I wouldn't wear a Legia Warsaw kit and then wear a Lech Poznan kit, just in case. But I think a year is enough time for, unless you're seeing the same person who would be aware of these derbies over and over again, I think a year is probably fine. Like a cooling off period. And that's that for club kits. However, there is a whole other biome of football kits out there that I haven't touched on yet. National team kits. You may not wear the kits of a country on the same continent as the country you are from unless that country is at least 25 places below your country in the FIFA World Rankings, or unless you have familial ties to that country. This is going to start sounding quite xenophobic, and I don't mean that. This is just a harmless video about football kits, but seriously, don't break this rule. For example, as you can probably tell, I'm not all the way white. I have Turkish in me and have Polish in me. England are currently, 4th in the FIFA World Rankings. Turkey are currently 27th in the FIFA World Rankings. So, if I was just a full-blown white man, I wouldn't be able to wear a Turkey kit because they are within the 25 places of the FIFA World Rankings and therefore direct competition. However, because I'm not, I can wear a Turkey kit if I really want to. Poland are 34, don't worry about them. This whole FIFA World Rankings thing is not an exact science. This is like if I am Isaac Newton out here discovering gravity with these rules, I'm going to need like a Large Hadron Collider to figure out this. I've considered doing something like a team that your country recently played in a knockout stage of a major international tournament, but also no. You may not wear the kit of a country that borders the country that you are from, unless you have familial ties to that country. This is essentially like rivals. And notice I didn't put the 25 places of the FIFA World Rankings, because that doesn't matter here. Scotland are ranked 409th or something, and you couldn't get me to wear a Scotland kit even if you dragged me through broken glass and rusty nails. If you are an island nation and don't have any borders, this rule will just apply to any known established rivals of your nation. I imagine if you're Icelandic, you probably wouldn't want to wear like a Norway kit or a Faroe Islands kit. Is that a derby? I don't know. You may not wear the kit of the country you are primarily from unless there is an international tournament on, in which case you must only wear the kit of the country you are primarily from. Notice this is similar to the team you support rule. However, there is no retro rule here. Why? Because wearing, for example, any form of England kit casually is kind of like having a Union Jack flag in your front garden. It's not the best of looks. That being said, if the Euros are on or the World Cup is on, you have to wear that England kit. I've got an England kit. I wear it then. I'm not allowed to wear Spurs kits. I'm not allowed to wear any other kits. This transcends everything. If there is an international football tournament on, a major one, obviously, Euros, a World Cup, a South American equivalent of a Euros. It's not Copa Libertadores, is it? Copa Libertadores. I should know these things. Yeah, that transcends everything. I'm not allowed to wear a nice, sexy Venezia kit. If there is a tournament, I have to wear an England kit. You may not wear any form of Argentina kit. Regardless of who you are, regardless of where you're from, you may not. You may not wear the kit of the country that your club's star player is from. For example, while he may not have been the best player last season, he is certainly Spurs' star player. I cannot wear a South Korea kit just because of Son Heung-min, right? This does limit things, but like most teams only have one superstar player. Like when Aubameyang was good at Arsenal. I don't want to see any Arsenal fans back then. I don't want to invent time travel and go back to then and see any Arsenal fans in Gabon kits. Obviously, unless you've got familial ties to Gabon. Then go right ahead. This is the last one, by the way. There's no more. There are some exceptions to every single one of these laws. I've been told that if you are an attractive young woman, none of this matters. That's untrue. Equality, you must abide by the same rules. There are only two real exceptions to this. One, if you are a child of ages 10 or below, wear whatever you want, mate. It's totally fine. Just no one's going to judge you. Two, long-sleeved goalie kits. If you are mental enough, if you have taken leave of your senses enough to casually wear a long-sleeve goalkeeper kit, you can wear whatever team you like. More power to you. I don't think I've ever seen it, and it needs to become a thing. Just thinking. Could I get away with wearing a long sleeve goalie Arsenal kit? You know, I probably could. People just not think that guy is violating all the rules that we've discussed. They'll probably think that guy is just like on day release or something. Like and subscribe.